Hey, you guys. I just wanted to check in with you because we had our first meetings this past week and had such a good time seeing each of you talking about resumes in general, why we have them, why we're creating one right now. And if you remember, usually a resume we have done, it's like a one sheet piece of paper that tells like who we are, our mission statement, our work history, our volunteer stuff, our references, our skill set. And typically those resumes are used when we're applying for things like volunteer positions or jobs or scholarships or college, things like that. And I realize y'all are a bit younger and you're not really applying for any of those things yet. But the purpose of what we're doing right now is to create a resume that's simply for you. And yeah, you'll be able to use this for anything you want. You'll be able to use it for a volunteer position, a job, a scholarship, college, whatever it looks like. But for right now, we're creating a resume with the sole purpose of each of you digging into yourself, discovering your mission. What's important to you? What are you passionate about? What things do you want to learn? Where do you want to invest your time? Like, who did God create you to be? What amazing skills do you have? What things do you have that make you unique? And what is the stamp you're going to leave on this world that's uniquely your own, not like anyone else's? I think in our culture, it's really easy to compare ourselves to other people, say, that person has more than me, or they're more athletic than me, or they're fill in the blank, whatever it is. I think we all struggle with that, and we definitely talked about that. And I know you guys are with me in that feeling. And so this season of Brave Girls, Brave Kids really is to just dig into who we are and to look at ourselves as unique and extraordinary and to see, who God created us to be. So I love metaphors. I love object lessons. They're about my favorite thing in the world. And so I have one I want to share with you because I hope it's what makes it stick. So this past week, the number one thing we worked on was our mission statement. And we talked about how our mission or our mission statement is something that points us in a direction or aims us towards our values or the things we hold important. And as you grow and change and meet new people and as you're exposed to new things, that mission statement's going to change. And it should. And that's a good thing. You might learn that the mission the thing you're going after now, the more you invest your time into discovering more about it, you may decide, that's really not for me. And that's okay. Like, you're allowed to change your mind and to grow in this life. But it's really important to know your starting point and who you are right now and what you hold important, because I think the main reason for that, it helps to keep you on the right track. If your desire is to be an amazing athlete, you got to know that you know that you know that. So every day you're doing something to try and get after those dreams. I think having our eyes on a mission also removes kind of some temptation we might face, from friends or peer pressure, or whether it's temptation for really bad things or temptation to just be lazy and not focus on the thing we really want. If I'll use the athlete as an example. If I'm an athlete and I want to be the best NFL player there ever was, I said this to one of our guys this week, I'm not going to sit and eat cotton candy every day and play video games. I'm going to get after my nutrition. I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to meet people who can teach me new things. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to work towards that goal. I think having a mission statement, again, removes temptation and keeps us on a good track when we have our eyes on the prize. So speaking of eyes on the prize and my metaphors, we're going to pretend for a minute, because I don't have one, that this is an ostrich egg. It's really just a chicken egg, but we're going to pretend it's an ostrich egg. So an ostrich egg would be a lot bigger, okay? But someone told me this years ago, and I absolutely stinking loved it, okay? So ostriches are really stupid animals. Like, they literally forget where they put things. Like, if they take their eyes off of something, they forget where it is. And the number one thing they do that with is their eggs, okay? So picture I'm an ostrich, right? And I lay my eggs and I sit down on my nest and I'm incubating my eggs and I'm bringing this new life, right? Here I am sitting on my eggs, and ostriches being out in the wild, right? There's all kinds of danger around. They're prey to like a gazillion animals, okay? So let's say they're sitting incubating their eggs. and they sense like presence of danger, whether it's in the bushes or whatever, and they know they have to flee from it. They also have instinctively learned over the years that if they take their eyes off of their eggs and their nest, they're not going to find it again. Okay, that's how dumb they are. So what they've learned to do is if they're sitting on their nest, right, they sense danger, they don't look around and race into a bush because that would be taking their eyes off of their eggs. They stand up and they run backwards into the bush, the entire time keeping their eyes on their egg or their eggs. And when they sense that the danger is gone, then they stand up again, eyes on their eggs, they run back out, they sit down, and they continue to incubate their eggs until their babies hatch, right? What I love about ostriches and what they do really well is they know their purpose, even if it's for that season, because eggs don't incubate forever, babies are born, right? But in that season, they've instinctively learned what is the most important thing for them to keep their focus on. And they keep their focus on it as best they can by keeping their eyes on it, even when they sense danger. So I want to encourage you to look at your mission statement this way. You know, your mission statement may be your mission statement just for this season. But for right now, it should be the most important thing to you. It should be the thing that you keep your eyes on, that helps to direct your steps, that helps to shape you and mold you as a person, that helps you to find out where you want to invest your time and talents. So just keep that in mind. Remember our friend the ostrich. And I want to encourage you, after our group, I sent each one of you two things. I sent you my resume so that you can look at it as kind of a cheat sheet and a guide as we go through each of these things. Don't race ahead. Just kind of focus on the piece we're working on and really invest your thought and time into it. The second thing I sent you was a blank template. So you can change anything you want. Your top doesn't have to be pink like mine. You can make that a different color. But for this week, you're going to put your name in the spot that says name, and then you're going to start working on that mission statement. And remember what I told you, when you write your mission and you think about, you do that activity I showed you with the bubble charts, and think about those questions. What am I passionate about? What do I want to be when I grow up? Like, what skills has God given me, that make me unique and special? Like, think about all those things. And you're going to write one statement that says your direction. Remember, mine was, I want to encourage youth and kids and everybody around me really to know that they were uniquely created for a purpose. And my big word in that is encourage, because I think that's the number one thing God wants to do through me. So as you look at your bubble charts and you're brainstorming all your ideas about what you love and who you are, you might start with a paragraph, like a big, long run-on sentence of this is who I am. And that's okay. Get in there, write it all down on that template, right? So you're going to open the template and you're going to see it says mission, and then underneath there's a space. Use all the space you want. Put all your notes in there. Don't worry about spelling. And then that document, that Google Doc, resave it as your name and share it with me. And then send me either a text or an email, and both those things are on my resume that I sent to you. And say, Miss Brynn, I started, I'm stuck. Or Miss Brynn, I think I got it. Will you check it out? And I'm going to check it out with you. And I'll put some notes in there. And if I put notes in there, it doesn't mean it wasn't good enough, or it doesn't mean anything. It means, I'm a different perspective. I'm outside looking in at what you're writing, and maybe I can help you as an outsider form a very simple sentence. Because remember, we talked about mission statements are short, they're clear, they're easy to remember. So we're going to come up with your one sentence mission statement. So over the next couple days, get that done and get it over to me so I can look at it. And then I just want to give you a quick reminder that our opener for our meeting in 2 weeks, week and a half, whatever, is to write your top 5 things on your bucket list. Thank you, Zoe Verton, for that suggestion. So we're going to do that. So think about 5 extraordinary things, maybe crazy things you want to do. Skydive with your dog. I don't care what it is. Just put it down. But that's how we're going to open it up. I want to hear from everyone. Be really fun. Okay, so if you have any questions, email, text, you know where to find me. All right, I hope you have a great week. And don't forget to keep your eyes on your prize, okay? Take care, you guys.